Ivn Duque Mrquez is a Colombian politician and lawyer who is the current president of Colombia. In office since 7 August 2018, he was elected as Colombia's youngest president, as the candidate from the Democratic Center Party in the 2018 presidential election. Backed by his mentor, former President and Senator Álvaro Uribe, he ran a campaign where he stood against the Havana Accords with the guerrilla group FARC. His tenure has been criticized for the increasing incidence of massacres of unarmed civilians by criminal organizations, the increasing number of murders against community leaders, the use of the riot control units during mostly peaceful protests, and the alleged use of small weapons live fire by the police to quash rioting during the 2020 Bogotá protests, which left 13 dead and over 400 injured. Duque was born in Bogotá, in a wealthy political family originally from the Colombian town of Gómez Plata, Antioquia, son of Juliana Márquez Tono, a powerful local political leader who was governor of Antioquia, auditor in the United Nations, Minister of Mines and Energy, and head of the National Registry of Civil Status in the government of Andrés Pastrana. Duque's siblings are Andrés and Maria Paula. Duque attended Colegio Rochester and graduated from Sergio Arbelda University in Bogotá in 2000. With a degree in law, he holds a LLM in International Economic Law from American University and a master's in Public Policy Management from Georgetown University, Washington, D.C. Duque also attended an executive education course at Harvard University for 5 days, where he studied business and government. He began his professional career in 1999 as a consultant in the Andean Development Corporation and later served as an advisor at the Colombian Ministry of Finance and Public Credit during the government of Andrés Pastrana. Subsequently, he was appointed by Juan Manuel Santos, future president and then Minister of Finance, as one of Colombia's representatives at the Inter-American Development Bank, a post he held between 2001 and 2013. There he served as chief of the Division of Culture, Solidarity, and Creativity. Duque also served as international advisor of former President Álvaro Uribe Vélez. Between 2010 and 2011, he was a consultant at the United Nations in the panel of inquiry appointed by the Secretary General for the incident of the Gaza flotilla that occurred on 31 May 2010. Between Israel and Turkey, known as Mavi Marmara, Duque returned to Colombia to become a candidate for the Senate in the legislative elections of 2014. For the Partido Centro Democrático, which split away from the ruling governing party after Juan Manuel Santos opened peace negotiations with the FARC. This new party campaigned against the new peace agreement and the Santos government, and was led by right-wing former President Uribe. Uribe created his own political party and presented himself and a list of hand-picked political allies as candidates for the office of congressman in a closed list, which meant that people could not vote for an individual congressman but had to vote for the party as a whole in both the upper and lower chamber elections. Duque was included in the number 7 spot of the closed-off list for the Senate and thus was elected senator. During his time as a senator, he was the author of 4 laws. On 10 December 2017, Duque was nominated by his party as its candidate for President of Colombia. He won the nomination through a system of surveys conducted by the party, with a 29.47% favorability compared to the other 2 candidates, Carlos Holmes Trujillo, who obtained 20.15%, and Rafael Nieto with 20.06%. In January 2018, it was announced that the center-right coalition would participate in the grand primary for Colombia, an inter-party consultation, with Duque as its candidate confronting Marta Lucia Ramirez and Alejandro Ordóñez. On the 11th of March 2018, Duque won the primary with more than 4 million votes. Ramirez was second, with just over 1.5 million votes, and Ordóñez came third with 385,000 votes. During his speech, Duque thanked the support of Colombians at the polls and announced Marta Lucia Ramirez as his running mate in the elections. On 27 May 2018, Duque earned the most votes in the first round of the presidential election with over 39% of the vote. Duque was elected President of Colombia on 17 June 2018 after defeating Gustavo Petro 54% to 42% in the second round. He was sworn in on the 7th of August 2018 at the Bogotá's Bolivar Square. The presidency of Ivn Duque has continued the policies of his predecessor Juan Manuel Santos in regards to immigration and the Venezuelan refugee crisis. Ivn Duque's government has been a vocal supporter for the Venezuelan refugees at the United Nations and has provided aid, schooling and health care for many, and has been a vocal critic of other South American countries closing of doors to Venezuelan refugees. In 2018, Duque has dedicated 0.5% of government spending to support